it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got a, and a, yeah, better uptown. But she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas. But I hit the highest man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta, still gotta. Hey, you must be knowing here.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Barkley, toss play left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 32 on the play. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. And the Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this throw will be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. You look at this Eagle defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Play action. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Stafford going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Rams 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's brought in by Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Rams 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Stafford trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Rodgers to return it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be 1 completion away from stealing a late field goal here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw is Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Rodgers on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And down inside the 15 he goes. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Excellent job defensively there from Kobe Turner. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He'll drop to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit, because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Eagles, they improved to 5-0 now.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black and season with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before.